Welcome back to Glass Engraving for Beginners. My name's Javier. Sorry for the long hiatus between videos. Let's get started on this new video. It is a nativity scene just in time for Christmas. So what you see here is my glassware that I bought at dollar store for $1. And I went ahead and drew a nativity scene with felt tip Sharpie right on the glass. You can either freehand it or follow a pattern. These are the bits we're going to use today. We have a large spherical diamond tipped burr. Up next, the smaller spherical diamond tipped burr. The fine tip diamond bit. A teardrop Arkansas stone. A bullet fine tip Arkansas stone. And we have our set of 3 polishing bits, the coarse, the medium, and the fine tip. I'll show you how that's done when we get to it. As far as tools that we're going to use, we're going to use a Dremel flex shaft and a Dremel. I have a Dremel Rotary tool 200, but you can use any rotary tool, I think. Just get the bits. I'm going to start here with the angel. So I'm going to follow the outline and I'm going to draw or fill in the angel with my teardrop Arkansas stone first. So just follow it through. And we're going to get all of the dark areas. For those of you wondering why the long hiatus, just a matter of got busy. Bought a new house. Had to get all of that ready. And those have gone through that know just how time extensive that really is between moving and doing all sorts of paperwork. At any rate, I'm back to the hobby now and ready to tackle this particular project. I'm thinking it's going to be a gift. So we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully great. I'm filling in all of these areas of the angel here, all throughout with the Arkansas stone first. That way it's all one shade, one gradient. So get the feet, get the head. As far as how deep or strong you need to do this, just let the bit do the work. Don't dig in. And take your time, following the whole outline. You can see I'm leaving I'm not going all the way to the edge of the Sharpie. I leave a little bit of edge around it because then I can come in, after I wash the Sharpie off, I can come in and take care of those edges without the Sharpie there. Here I'm doing the angel's wing kind of lightly and with small sharp lines, I guess you could say. Get around the trumpet. The outline of the trumpet it's basically 2 shapes. One is an oval at the end and then the rest of the trumpet. Once we clean it off, you'll see what that looks like. Up next, now that we have the angel done with the Arkansas stone, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with these shapes. We have the shape of Mary and Joseph, and then we have the baby in the middle. And of course, if you want to do something Christmas related, but not necessarily religious like this one. You could do like a Santa Claus or a snowman, like a snow scene kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a nativity scene or, depending on what you celebrate. It can still be a gift. For example, if it's like a Hanukkah thing, you could do that. The main thing about all these projects is that you still use the same techniques. It doesn't matter what you draw on the glassware. It's just using the same technique of starting with the Arkansas stone, filling in your outlines first. Using the same bit, I go through all the outlines. So I'm not changing bits. Like I finished the angel with the Arkansas, and then I'm going to go ahead and, buff out the angel next to complete the angel completely. You save time by not having to change the bits, back and forth. So since I have the Arkansas stone in my Dremel, I'm going to tackle all of the areas that need the Arkansas stone right now. Here you see the clump of grass that I drew underneath the palm tree. And then we're going to do the palm tree trunk throughout. Some of these you can see I cut. One, the video is sped up so that you don't have to waste, an hour and a half watching this. And two, I did cut from where, like right there, back there, you saw that I started the trunk and then, I didn't record me doing the whole trunk. I went ahead and cut it till the trunk was done. Here I did the palm leaves a little bit like the same way that I did the angel's wing, which is just light single strokes to sort of create this illusion that the palm leaves are, look like palm leaves. Here you can see the engraving finished with the Arkansas stone. Now this is just using the Arkansas stone. So already you can see, if you only have one bit, you can technically get started with the hobby. You just need the Arkansas stone. Will it look as great as some of the things you see professional glass engravers do? Probably not. But if it's a gift, whoever you give it to, they're going to be fairly impressed that you even did it yourself. Here we're going to tackle the star above the baby. And for this, I'm using the diamond tip to make the star pop out more. And now I'm going to use, that last one was the ball spherical point. This one is the fine diamond bit to get the edges, all of the edges around the star. That way it looks nice and sharp. Okay. And then I went ahead and added a little line in between each of the star, little triangle shapes that go out. Okay, that's what that looks like. We've done pretty good. Add a few lines around the baby, kind of look like rays. Just slightly add those in there. Looking good. Okay, so now we're up to this point so far. Got the Arkansas stone, got the diamond engraving on the star, the rays. Now we're going to go through with the diamond tip again, and we're going to get all of the areas that are light or supposed to be light. So our main light source is coming from the star. So any areas that are close to that star in the center are going to be lighter than the areas away from the star. So right here, the top of their heads, their faces are going to be light. And also I want sort of a secondary light source coming from the baby. So a little bit of light as if the baby was a light source. So the main light source is the star, then the baby. So both Mary and Joseph are going to be a little bit lighted or a lighter shade close to the star and close to the baby. I'm just going to hit one side of the star here to make it like a 3D effect. make it pop out a little bit more. And here in the palm tree, the side closest to the star is going to be a little bit lighter as well. And then you can see here the parts closest to the star, the angel, those parts are going to be lighter. You can already see the difference in just two shades, two different kinds of shades. One is the Arkansas stone shade, and one is the diamond shade, which turns out lighter. Here we're going to start tackling a little bit of gradient with the coarse buffing bit. Go through and make the areas a little bit darker. Now this part where you start buffing, it's not going to be as big a difference as the diamond to Arkansas, but there is a difference there. You just have to keep going until you see that there's actually a little bit of a different gradient. So far we had the 3 gradients, and this is what that's starting to look like. You can see already it makes a difference as far as with just 3 bits. Technically 4 because we had the fine point diamond tip bit. But between diamond, Arkansas, and the coarse buffing, it was looking like that preview back there. Now we have my medium buffing bit here. And just go over the areas that you already went through with the coarse. This is making it a little bit darker. Get the back of Joseph's back's a little bit darker because it's away from the star and away from the baby. And get the angel as well. And then we're going to hit the clothes a little bit with the buffer so that it sort of looks like folds. Like the clothes have folds in them. Get the basket that the baby's in as well, the underneath. And all you're doing with these buffer bits especially, you're not doing anything too technical. You just want to add shade on areas or buff out areas that you know should be darker. You know there should be shade there. So I don't want you to get too detailed or technical with it. It'll actually just turn out great without, digging in there or getting too close to the glass with like a magnifying glass. You don't have to do all that. It'll turn out great with just going over the areas as they are. Here we finally have the finest bit that I have. And I actually just ordered some new bits that hopefully my next few videos are gonna take it to the next level a little bit with the buffing. I ordered new buffing bits that should be coming here hopefully within a week. And I'm fairly excited about it actually. Okay, so now you have that. And it's looking good. Now here comes a part, I'm doing the outside of the star. And I want to show you guys what can happen here. Here coming up soon on this next clip. I was basically done about to start cleaning my glass. And oh boy, this is what happened. I was going through the middle of this star just a little bit more with my buffing bit. And I must have hit a weak point on the glass. Like I said, I did buy this from the dollar store, so the glass was only $1. But I hit it wrong, or I buffed it too hard, and it created a crack right across my drawing. Horrible feeling. But at the same time, if you're starting out this hobby, this is what I want to tell you guys. You're only out $1 for the glass. And this particular project, it honestly took me from start to finish about an hour and a half at most. You could see how it was about to turn out. Maybe a little bit more buffing needed, a little bit different gradients, but then it cracked on me. Like I said, even though it's a bad feeling, it's not like you're out, hundreds of dollars. You're just out a few dollars and, a few hours of work. So back to the drawing board on my next project. And hopefully by then I get the new bits and I can show you that, upload that when they come in. I hope your projects don't do this. I will see you soon. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever you celebrate. Hope to see you soon, and thanks for watching.